Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. I thank God for it every day. I try to remember that too. You know, I try to remember to be grateful. I think gratitude is one of the things that helps keep me grounded. You can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. Well, that applies to God too, don't it? I mean, you know, really, if you don't mind who gets the credit, I'm surrounded by very competent people. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who work hard on their jobs, on their career, who are dedicated employees and also just dedicated to their families and, you know, dedicated to their own set of aspirations. I don't expect anybody to work for me forever. I always look at my job opportunities as stepping stones because I want everyone around me really to aspire to be more. I mean, that's really the way I am. I'm not any other way. I'm not trying to hold you to this position, tell you there's no room for growth, any of that. But even though I'm surrounded by these people, I'm grateful that God placed them in my path, in my life, but in my mind, in my spirit, in everything in me. The credit still belongs to God. I'm sorry. The credit still belongs to God. See, if you would just for a moment stop thinking about yourself, just for a moment, I know that's hard, but just for a moment, stop thinking about yourself and realize that maybe you are who you are because God is who He is. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever considered that? That's the strongest possibility I can give to you. You know, how do you think you the one that made it through? How you think you the one after all of the ignorant decisions we have made? And oh my goodness, let's all be honest. Ain't we made some crazy decisions? I'm talking about, man, I have made decisions so adverse to my destiny and career, my promises. I've made some decisions, man, knowingly, you hear me? Knowingly do something wrong. And in spite of all that, I'm still here standing. Okay, come on now. Really? Really? All the dirt you done. Everybody done dirt. All the mistakes you've made. You in the position you in today. Because of what? Because you all that? Because you work harder than anybody else? Look, I work hard. I'll tell you in a minute I work hard, but I don't think I'm the hardest working person out there. I'm pretty sure somebody done worked way harder than I have. So, okay, so you work hard. Okay, cool. I got all that. But man, what about his grace and his mercy? What about his favor? How many times, man, you done relied on that even when you ain't know you was relying on it? How many times, man, God done shown you mercy? You ain't even deserve it. Do you know how many things I've done wrong? I just ain't get caught at it. Let me see how simple I can be here. You speed, you jaywalk, you lie to police when you get pulled over that you wasn't speeding. You go to court and argue you wasn't speeding when you was. You make U-turns. I'm just doing traffic violations. Now let's get off traffic for a second. Let's get on human violations. You talk about people when you're not supposed to. You indulge yourself in gossip even when you don't really have all the facts. You pass judgment. You lust for people that don't belong to you. You say things to people that you're not supposed to say. So, look, all of us, we all guilty now. See, I'm not saying you do all of that, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure I hit you somewhere in there. Just somewhere in there. You done lied before. You lied recently. I mean, come on. And I'm just saying. So with all that in mind, see, I'm just looking at the little things that we do that we don't get busted for. Not to mention the chips you stole when you was a kid and nobody caught you. Well, that elevated, didn't it? And some of y'all just didn't stop stealing. And next thing you know, you was in a car. Now you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be sitting because of a decision you made. But through his grace and mercy, couldn't it have been worse, though? Without his grace and mercy, could not it have been worse? I know two dudes that got caught in the garage one time trying to break in somebody's house, and the person in the house they broke into just happened to have a gun and held them in the garage, caught them, and held them to the garage till the police came. That's grace and mercy right there, because they had all full right to shoot these two people, but they didn't. The grace and mercy. See, all of us have benefited from his grace and mercy. All of us have done a wrong, committed a sin, broken a law, and somehow through his grace and mercy got by. Doing drugs, buying drugs, slanging drugs, doing something, got by. Jumped on somebody for no reason, got by. So, see, how you figure with all that can go on in your life. And then, hold on, let me throw a couple more at you. You can't wake yourself up in the morning, Mr. Big Shot. You don't have the ability to control the breaths that you take. Really, Mr. Big Shot. Really. Let's get real basic with it now. You can't wake yourself up in the morning. That's favor. That's grace. That's mercy. That's him allowing you to wake up. Just hoping we get it right. God spared me through all the dirt I was doing, just hoping one day, man, can you just straighten up a little bit? When I finally straightened up, and I'm going to just say it, straightened up a little bit. See, I ain't straightened up all the way. See, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that. I just straightened up a little bit. He started blessing me. So the more blessings I got, I started going, man, maybe I'll try straighten up a little bit more. So I straightened up a little bit more. Now, I still got a long way to go, but I'm straighter than I was. Now, when people judging me, and as they will, and they do, because that ain't right, but they do, and I ain't walking just the way they walk, then here come the criticism. I get it all the time. Stop wanting credit all the time and give out some credit where credit is due. Instead of having somebody patting you on your back all the time, why don't you tell people it was God, man. That you don't really know how you made it. That really, man, you have no explanation for your success. Or you have no explanation why you still exist in the day. Why don't you tell somebody it was God today? Don't be ashamed. It's the truth, ain't it? I mean, really, man. Let's give God some credit here. Give God the credit and the glory and the honor. And like that plaque said, you can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here, the Steve Harvey Morning Show on this very, very amazing morning, man. Another great man. Thank you. Have you said that to him today? Have you told the Creator thank you? You should, man. Oh, man. Gratitude releases a brand new attitude. Thank you for everything. Steve Harvey Morning Show says thank you. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Kia Spates, nephew Tommy, yours truly. Junior,
yeah.
What's on your mind?
I'll tell you what's on my mind, Unc. You ever feel like do you ever feel appreciated, and then when you don't feel appreciated, you just have to go with it. You just have to just take it, huh? You can't say nothing.
From your girl?
Yeah,
your
you just
wife?
can't say nothing. Yeah, Tommy, like you feel appreciated.
I mean, it's the life we live. What? I don't even understand the question.
I'm just saying, like if it's something that you want to say, you just got to keep it to yourself. You can't tell them like, I don't appreciate you not appreciating me. You can't say
Junior,
that.
Junior, listen to me, man. If you don't mind fire and brimstone, if you don't mind walking through hell, say whatever you want to say.
Wait a minute, what?
If you don't mind fire and brimstone, you don't mind walking through hell, go on and say what you want to say. Just go and let it fly. Mm-hmm. Let it fly. Say what you want to say. I don't like what you got on. Do my dress make me look fat? A little bit. Go on, say it. Say everything that's on your mind. Do you like my makeup? Not really. Go on, say it. You like this outfit? Never have. Say it. Go ahead.
Why they do
Go
that?
ahead.
Who gonna say that?
You like this hairstyle? You like this hairstyle right here? No.
Don't send them into
Say
the
it.
fire.
Say it.
No. See, when you ask a question like that, it's because you really don't know. You must not have thought this out. So then you need to experience. Because trust me, Junior, we've all experienced saying something we wish we could take back.
Why do you need to be appreciated, though? You just
I'm
want
saying,
to
like, you just want to be acknowledged for it, T. Like, like how hard you work, how hard Uncle Steve worked. They say, like, I really appreciate everything you doing. But you don't say nothing. You just walk around like it's supposed to be an obligation. Like,
Well, but see, hold up, though, Junior. Hold up, though, Junior. You know, you get what you give. If you want more appreciation, you have to show more appreciation. So now let's get back to when the last time you told her you appreciate her.
Preach.
Minister.
My ass. It's a simple question. It's when is the last time you told her you appreciate her?
Friday.
How you said it, Junior? What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Man, I really appreciate you.
Man, I really appreciate you.
I'm just saying,
you're
you know.
supposed to tell her why.
Okay, now before that, when was the last time she said she appreciated something about you?
Probably New Year's Eve.
5 months
Well
ago.
then, you need to step up your game, homie.
This ain't going good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to step up your game. Because last time they appreciated you was
All right,
New
coming
Year's
up-
Eve. We're in April.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour,
You get
we'll have the
quarterly
pastors with
appreciation.
church complaints right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is Monday, guys. It is time for Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam, the pastors.
We gather on this Bulgarious morning of attribution. We refocate as we sit here in the depravity of easiness.
Now, you ain't never used that one before.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh.
We
Preaching.
antipocate
Antipocate.
Well,
as we go through the diametriciousness of opentricity.
That boy.
So let us now begin with the obligurity.
the what?
Obligurity.
What is that? What is
Obligurity. It's a very big word.
Clearly.
I know it's a big
That's
word,
what
but what
that
does
is.
it? What does
That's
it mean?
It means exactly what I said it did. Obligurity. You got to study the word. Let it all begin with
word.
you,
That's
Deacon. Come on in a very auspicious way. Yes.
All right, we got a situation, Pastor. Sister Olivia Daniels, she ate Chinese food this past weekend and read her fortune cookie that said, "You will stumble into the happiness of your life." She took her leg off and stumbled into Deacon Patterson's lap. And now, Sister Patterson is being charged with a Class B misdemeanor.
What?
Do we want?
This is awful.
Yeah. Do we want to bail Sister Patterson out?
I've told the members of this church repeatedly, when you go down to the Peking Duck, when you go down there for dinner,
Yeah.
eat your food and go home. Stop basing your life on this 25-cent cracker that come at the end that's in a bag.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to crack open this cracker and determine how your life going to be from the Peking Duck.
Amen, Pastor. Amen. You preaching
that's
now.
right.
Amen, Pastor.
Amen again.
You never did say we was going to bail Sister Patterson out. She's in
No,
on
we're
it.
not. No, we're not. She has to stay. And word is it that someone needs to get her leg into the jail for her.
Oh, no, that's Sister Daniels there. She fell into her Brother Patterson's lap, and Sister Patterson whooped her behind. That's what happened. Sister Patterson is in jail.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
The wife.
Well, that's,
wife
you
is
know,
in jail.
let's just move on. I had a misunderstanding here. Let's just go on.
We just,
still gotta stay
move on and leave her in jail. All right, man. Let me keep going.
All this is around them fortune cookies. We not
Yeah.
finna get involved in that deal.
All right, the blind praise dance team is asking that we move the front two pews so they can do their routine this coming Sunday. But the members who sit on the front don't want that to happen. And it's your call, Pastor, if you want to move the front two pews. But that's for the blind praise dance.
Repeatedly that why do we have the blind praise team in the first place? Let me go down the list of things that's
Well,
wrong.
they worshiping, Lord.
Well, they worshiping and they can't see. We have two broken crosses. We've replaced 3 stained glass windows. We no longer have a podium in the pulpit. We've knocked over all the flower plants. They've had to be replaced. They did something with pails of water one day. We now have damaged flows. We don't have, we no longer can use us. The steps is gone that the choir goes up to get into the stand. I say let's disband the blind praise team
Well,
because they're
but
doing too much.
it's in their heart, though, Pastor. It's their spirit.
Let it be in their heart.
Okay.
They praise dancing and not able to. They don't even know what they're doing.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
When it's time to twirl and you don't know whether you twirling or not, what is we looking at?
Yeah.
And I'm tired of all these Mitch Mac outfits to begin with too. I don't know who picking the colors out, but obviously ain't nobody looking closely. So
All right, moving right along, Pastor. Now, every year we have a different celebrity start off our Easter program. This year, it's supposed to be Chris Rock kicking it off, but he has asked that all the members remain seated during the performance. Pastor, can you assure him that nobody will be jumping up while he's doing his starting off the Easter program?
well, we're having Brother Rock has no fear here at the Jackpot Joint of Jerusalem.
Amen.
That's right.
Because at the foot of the steps, I don't know who did this, but they've invited O.J. Simpson to stand next to the stairway.
What?
He don't
So-
tolerate disrespect.
Come up that way if you want to.
He's
Raise-
security.
Yeah, you raise your hand to slap somebody over here. You might not have a hand. That's all we saying.
All right, last but not least, Pastor, you're going to have to talk to the seniors here at the church. They have been stealing diapers from the youth, from the youth nursery. They said the prices have gone up, and they can't afford these high diapers no more. They are taking the diapers from the children.
From the babies?
That's all right, though. I would rather have the seniors with the diapers on than the small children.
Oh, no.
Quite a different effect. You know, when a baby do something on theyself is one thing. When an 85-year-old do it, it's a whole nother thing. It's
Lord,
so
look at the
many
time,
chemicals
Lord.
mixed in with the
Oh, my
the
God.
smells. I'm supporting
All right.
them on this here.
Thank you. Moving
But
on.
tell
Coming up
Brother
next,
Ferguson that he got to quit trying to wear them pull-ups, though, because they're
Ask
not
the
the
CLO.
they're not the right size.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in our entertainment report, you won't see Will Smith at the Oscars for the next 10 years. The Real Talk Show will tell you their fate coming up. And it is time now for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. He's ready for your love questions, right? This one's from Drea in Henderson. Drea writes, I'm 29 years old and I had a crush on a guy that works with my mom. We chatted one day and he told me that he thinks I'm sexy, but he fooled around with my mom twice. This guy is 32, so she's a cougar. Should I tell my mom about herself?
Well, what you gonna tell her about herself for? You like a guy that done slept with your mama. This relationship is going nowhere. Nowhere. Take your 29-year-old self and get a crush on somebody else. You could tell your mama about herself, but it's not going to change what has happened. Right. So now once you can't change the dynamics of what has happened, you just have to keep it moving. Yeah, he's attracted to you and you attracted to him, but he done slept with your mama. This is nothing you need to look into or pursue.
Max.
Your mama's a cougar.
I think it's going to go well if she confronts her mom anyway.
I do like I want to do. He came on, I put it on. What now? What the problem is? You snooze, you lose.
Moving on to Felix. Felix in Dover. Felix said, my homeboys and I went to a strip club and my ex was there with her crew. I left because I was uncomfortable. The next day, my ex called to tell me that one of my boys dropped her off at home. Shouldn't he have told me first, or am I tripping?
See, all of this, you know, this is a new world here. This new world. Girls going to strip club. This new world here. This was not happening in the 70s, 80s. It was just not happening. So I don't know what to tell you, you know. She your ex. You was uncomfortable at the strip club. You left. She called and told you one of his boys dropped her off at the house.
One of your boys.
So since being at the strip club with her was uncomfortable, she done decided to stick the knife in and dig a little bit deeper and make you even more uncomfortable. Don't you see what's happening here? One of her boys dropped her off. If all he did was drop her off, you know what?
Right.
But no, he shouldn't have called you and told you that. He don't need permission from you to give an ex-girlfriend of yours a ride home.
Right. So he's tripping, in other words. That's what he wants to know.
Yeah, but I don't even know how it got to the point where he found out she needed a ride.
That's a whole conversation.
You got to be into a whole conversation.
Yeah.
And you got to be up in there till the strip club closed. And you got to try to find out if your girl had too much to drink. That's why she needed a ride home. Or she just pushed up on him to be messy. Either way, it's your ex, dog. Go ahead on.
Yeah.
Make both
And
of them
you
need
left.
to be your ex, him and her. Hey,
Ex-friend, ex-homie.
yeah.
All right.
Strip
Moving
club
on to
folks,
Shell
strip
in Memphis. Shell writes, I'm a single mom and my 8-year-old is always in trouble at school. So I got to know the principal really well and I ended up sleeping with him. My kid ended and I got mad at the principal. He said, I'm one of many. Should I report him?
Oh, now you want to report? Oh.
Wait a minute. He said you're one of many.
Mm-hmm. That are mad at him.
Well, could because now her boy got suspended.
But she was sleeping with the principal, yeah.
Okay, so
her
well,
boy's
are you
always in trouble at school.
Yeah. See, that's not going to change your boy's behavior. Now your boy, you see, instead of you addressing the problem, you done undressed in front of the principal.
Oh,
now you want
I
the
like
principal
it. Like it,
to
Taylor.
now you want him to cover your little boy. That ain't how this work.
Well, she thought it did.
He still has to principal the school and reprimand the children who do wrong. Your son is a repeat offender. See, you're not addressing the problem. You undressing, thinking that's going to solve the problem. You don't solve the problem by undressing. You solve the problem by addressing.
Yes.
And now she's trying to get vindictive and asking, should she report the principal?
But when you report the
Really
principal,
crazy.
you still got a little stupid ass boy that's getting suspended.
Oh, Lord.
Your little dumb ass boy still down at the school getting suspended. And what you gonna report the principal for? You slept with him.
Yeah.
It was consensual.
Yeah.
It was.
So, but why you gonna cost this man his job? Now, was he saying you're one of many? Because he was saying you're one of many women who get mad when their children get suspended, or was he informing you that you on a list of women who he sleeps with?
I believe the latter, what you said. That he gets mad because she's one of the many women that he sleeps with.
If
that
this
she's
man
mad.
is single, I don't know what that's got to do with his performance up at the school.
And she's single too.
And it was consensual. And why would you
And
do
she
that
got
to the
to-
man? Why would
Right,
you
and
do
she
that
got
to
to-
the man?
You're right. And she got to know him really well, she says, Steve.
So why would you
Because
do
her
that
son
to the
was
man?
always in trouble at the school.
And so now you ain't did nothing to keep your son out of trouble so you could keep having to go see this man.
Yeah, because he's
Nah.
in the 3rd grade.
He done suspended your boy. That's right.
He need his
That's
ass
it.
whooped. That little boy did. He need his ass whooped.
Yeah,
But-
he
no,
needs
but see-
discipline. Yeah, for sure.
But we're not addressing that
Right. There you go.
because we
See,
so
that's
busy
what-
undressing. So see, no. And don't do this to this man because this man's career shouldn't be up for grabs because your little boy keep getting his little ass suspended.
Yeah. My little boy is always in trouble at school, so I got to know the principal really well, and I ended up sleeping with him.
You thought that was
doesn't
gonna
even go
help.
together.
You thought
Hell
that was
yeah,
gonna
you
help.
thought that was going to
Yeah.
help.
She did. She absolutely did. Now she's
Absolutely
thinking
did, yeah.
You have another one,
of
Cheryl?
getting the principal in trouble. All right, Lolo in Edmonds says, my husband's parents have been staying with us since the last big tornado came through here. Their electricity is on now, but they won't go home. I told my husband they have to go, and he's afraid to tell them. How do I get them to go home?
Cut your lights off.
Don't
lose
make
your
him
life.
fail.
Yeah.
Lose your life.
Yeah. Call down there and get your lights disconnected for about 3 days and just keep saying, I don't know what the problem is. They done just cut these lights off. And then they ask to move back home. And then as soon as they move, tell them you coming that night after you get off work. And then once they leave, you're going to carry your light turned back on. Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
I create the same problem that started the problem. Sometimes the solution is inside of the problem. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Yes,
CLO. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We got to take a moment to say congratulations once again to Ketanji Brown Jackson, KBJ. She's our judge right now, but she's soon to be Justice KBJ. We're so happy. Congratulations
Yes.
once again.
girl.
Congrats.
Girl power.
Congratulations.
Yes,
History, baby. That's history.
Her
It is,
story,
it is.
monumental.
Yes, absolutely.
And then with the vice president announcing the vote, oh, that was just historic. Two
Yeah, so
sisters.
say what you want to say about, Joe Biden. Say what you want to say about him, but look what he's done. First ever Black Vice President, first ever Black Supreme Court Justice female. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Say that. I love it.
All
right.
Joe.
All right, so moving on to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. They've banned Will Smith from any of its events, including the Academy Awards, for 10 years. Count them, 10 years. That's a long time, and it's all because of his slap of Chris Rock at last month's ceremony. The Academy released a statement saying the 94th Oscars were meant to be a celebration of the many individuals in our community who did incredible work this past year. However, these moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibit on stage. During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry. We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. And we also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners for their poise and grace during the telecast. The ban goes into effect immediately. Will Smith responded saying, "I accept and respect the Academy's decision," and he will get to keep his Oscar. So there you go for his role in King Richard.
That's waste. That's why he resigned on his own. He knew that's what was going to happen. You know, there's nothing. There's nothing has happened to him. You know, period. So
I know.
Yeah.
10-year ban.
You should read this article with Harry Lennox put out. You know, Harry Lennox is a incredible actor. He said that Will should give his Oscar back, and for the integrity of the Oscars, you should give it back.
Yeah. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. For me, I don't know if he deserved the Oscar that he got for the role that he played. What has to happen is there has to be some dire consequences for his actions. That banning from the Oscars, I don't even know what that do.
You can't come to any of the award shows and anything of the luncheons, anything else that they have.
He been in the business long enough, you know.
Yeah.
I keep hearing lawsuit. Have you heard lawsuit?
Well, I mean, there should be. Technically, it should be. It really, really should be. I think Rock is just being super, super decent about the whole thing. But I'm telling you, man, there should be some civil suit that against the Oscars. They didn't protect him. They allowed this situation. They admitted in their letter that they didn't handle it right in the room. That there should be some type of compensation for that. This guy's slapped forever. Forever he's on video being slapped. That's crazy after a while, man.
Chris Rock said he's not going to talk about it until he gets paid. So somebody got to break.
So we are looking to get paid. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right, so moving on, there's been some back and forth about whether The Real was going to be canceled, the talk show or not. Well, it has been canceled, and after 8 seasons, co-host Lonnie Love confirmed the news on social media. She blames it on COVID. Lonnie says, in my opinion, COVID costs kill the show. It's been a great ride, and thanks to the viewers for 8 great seasons. She wrote that on Friday. So that show will be missed. And I don't know.
Let me ask this though. How is it COVID though? Like the View still on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess she's trying to say maybe people's viewing habits change, what time they watch daytime talk.
Maybe so.
Is that it?
Viewing changed. Guests, the availability of guests, how to do the show changed because they had to do it remotely. You know, and it just lost a lot of momentum during COVID. COVID stopped a lot of stuff, man.
Okay.
But Tommy has a point. I mean, other shows did the same thing, and they're still on.
I like The Real.
Yeah, The View is a show that's been on. It's almost a heritage show at this point.
Yeah.
It's like Good Morning America, USA Today. I mean, Good Morning America, the Today Show. These are heritage shows that's been around 20 years, man. They're not going anywhere because if you take them off the air, what are you going to replace them with? You know, if you look at Kelly and
Kelly
Ryan.
Clarkson.
Ryan. Yeah, right. They still Zoom in their show. I did it.
They back
this
in
year
studio, and then now
on
they're
the
back.
Zoom. Wow.
Now they're
See,
back.
I did it this year on the Zoom. You know, so it's like it was a lot, but they were heritage shows. They've been around a long time, man.
Yeah.
So.
And their new show's coming. Jennifer Hudson's new show is coming. Ellen is leaving. Nick Cannon is leaving. But
this is a hard time to launch because television has changed.
Yeah, it has.
It's not the viewership it used to be because there's too many options. And nobody watches TV like that anymore.
Right.
You know,
That's
everybody streams. So it's like, you know, you got to sit. There's no more you got to get that to the TV to watch it.
Right.
You can watch it whenever you want to. That's why they even promote the Judge Show on ABC and Hulu Stream. They don't care where you get it, man.
I'll be watching tomorrow too.
Thanks.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after, the biggest fine ever from the FAA to an unruly Delta Airlines passenger. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So a passenger on a Delta Airlines flight headed from Vegas to Atlanta now faces one of the largest fines issued by the Federal Aviation Administration for their unruly behavior. The $77,272 fine, $77,000, is part of the administration's efforts to crack down on disruptive passengers. That's a lot of money. Last year, the FAA established a zero tolerance policy and has since proposed close to $2 million in fines against passengers since the start of it. The FAA accused the Delta passenger aboard the July 16, 2021 flight of attempting to hug and kiss the passenger seated next to her, walked to the front of the aircraft to try to exit during flight, refused to return to her seat, and bit another passenger multiple times. That's what this passenger did. The crew had to physically restrain her, the FAA stated. So, I mean, that's why she got
exit the flight.
While it was in flight, okay?
Oh.
Bit another passenger, tried to kiss another passenger. I mean, this is just ridiculous. That's why it's so much money, over $77,000.
In the words of my granddaddy, that's dope. You on some dope.
Oh.
You is on some dope.
You over there kissing and biting.
Yeah.
And then try to open the door.
They try to open the door.
While we're in flight, though? Come on.
Oh, man.
This is
Oh my
craziness.
goodness.
Yeah.
She should be banned forever for life.
Forever.
For
I mean,
life.
in addition to the fan.
I can't tell you, if I'm coming out that
Any
bathroom, in the front, and I see somebody up there trying to open that damn door,
What you gonna
the
do?
medical attention that's going to be required for this person when we land, we going to have ambulance and everything down there when we land. Dog, if I come out that bathroom and I see somebody trying to open that damn door, I know what happened if that door open.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything will be sucked out.
All us gone.
All of
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. The crew
I
had
carry,
to physically restrain her.
I carry zip ties now in my backpack.
Oh, you stay ready?
For something
I
like
got zip
this.
ties. I will
you
zip
in
your
there
ass up. I got some
zipping
zip
people.
ties.
You zipping people like cattle.
Better take that cart that they served them drinks on, ram up with that cart.
That's crazy. You trying to open this door, you kissing people, you biting people, it's something wrong.
Biting
That
people. Yeah.
With everybody.
$77,000 when you look at it like that doesn't seem like enough,
No, it's not enough.
you know?
She ain't got $77,000.
No, she doesn't. So I don't even know why they're. That's another thing. Why are they even fining her that much? How will she ever pay that?
So I guess she can't ever fly ever again.
Ever.
That's good. That's good. We're good with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. All right, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, Jussie Smollett has been in the studio since he was released from jail, and he's released a new single called Thank You, God. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Jussie Smollett has declared his innocence in a new song that he released on Friday on streaming platforms. Of course, this comes just 3 weeks after he was released from jail in Chicago. Smollett released a nearly 6-minute-long gospel-influenced R&B track called "Thank You God." After a choir sings "Thank You God for showing me my enemies," Jussie does a spoken word verse calling out the press and law enforcement for supposedly falsely accusing him of the racist attack and the homophobic attack that happened back in 2019. So go ahead, Steve, with the spoken word, if you
Well,
please.
I'm going to do the song, Jesse. Now, before I do this song, I just want to say, I recommend to Jesse that he go somewhere and sit down and try to let this whole thing blow over. I need Jesse to stop trying to get us to think that this really happened. This the part we have to stop this part.
So is this song about? Did you write it? Or
No, Jesse wrote these words. I have a copy of the song.
Yeah, I think he knows it's
And
Jussie.
I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to do the song probably that he should have wrote. Go ahead, let me hear it.
Okay. It's your turn now. It's your turn now. The choir is just sung. The choir is just sung there.
No, I want to hear the. I'm not going to be able to hear the choir.
No. They say, "Thank you, God, for showing me my enemies." And then after that, he comes in with the spoken word.
This is what Jesse wrote in the spoken word. I'm going to do it in my voice and my tone, and then I'm going to do Jesse's version. It's like they hell-bent on not solving the crime, taking out the elements of race and trans and homophobia that's straight taking lives, but turn around and act like I'm the one that's killed the strides. I can't be mad. Take my ego out. Some people searching for fame. Some people chasing that clout. Just remember this ain't that situation. You think I'm stupid enough to kill my reputation? Just simply to look like a victim like it's something fun? Y'all better look at somebody else. You got the wrong one.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to write me a. Oh.
Yeah.
Not oh.
They call me Jesse.
It's Jussie.
Just Jesse.
It's Jussie.
Just Jussie.
Jesse.
There you go.
That is.
Real name Jesse.
I told you.
I said Jesse. Real name Jesse.
Yeah,
Here I go.
Come on.
I love you like a Subway sandwich. Gonna get yourself one. Subway ain't the only way to get the fame done.
Yeah.
I got jumped under a bridge one night. Broke into one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Took 2 Africans. Took them on all by myself.
Yeah, you did.
They team at me. Had a Miracle Great Again hat on. They came at me. Had a noose in their hand, tried to tie it on. They came at me. I was sitting there with it in my hand. I said, hold up, take a look. I'm a Subway man. The sandwich fell all out of my hands.
Yeah.
It was all on the ground. I had lost my ham.
Hey.
All of a sudden,
Oh my God.
felt like a whipping me. I said, hold on. Don't you know I'm Jussie Smollett? That's my name. Damn it.
Yeah. What is
Smollett. That's my name. Damn it. Where my sandwich? Where my Subway?
Thank you, God, is the name of
where's
Jussie Smollett's
that?
new
Give me
single.
my Subway.
Coming up next, the nephew and the prank phone call. Right after this.
Oh my God. Stupid.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is he needs some friends. He needs some friends. We'll get into that in just a little bit, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, before we get started, Shirley, I got to thank Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Selling out 5 shows for the nephew at the Comedy Zone this past weekend. I want to let y'all know I was stupid times 32. Stupid times 32. Right up in there.
Random number 32.
32. I was on my way to 35. I got right up around 32. Stupid time 32. Yeah.
Queen City, Charlotte.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I appreciate y'all coming out. Yes. Reached out to Anthony Hamilton. He wasn't in town. I was trying to link up with my dude, but he out there with Maxwell and them. He ain't got time. Come hang out with his boy. Come hang out with me. Yeah, he with Joe Maxwell. Yeah, the point of it all. You should have been at the Comedy Zone with your boy. But next time.
Charlene.
Yeah.
He was with Charlene. That's right.
Nice, Tommy. Congrats.
Sure, I did everything, but I got to do everything I like to do in Charlotte, except I did not get to take the ride to High Point, which is where the furniture is. I'm a furniture fanatic.
Yeah,
that's where you
yeah.
get all of it right there at High Point.
Next time.
Christopher Guy.
Next time.
Next time.
You'll be back.
I'll be back. All right.
God willing.
Time. Yeah, it's time for me to focus on Ready to Love now. I got to focus on that. And then I'm going to focus on being a little stupid this morning. You ready for y'all want some stupid?
Let's go. What you got?
Is that a question?
Do you want
whether
some
we want it or
stupid?
not?
Is it a choice?
Right. We get it whether we want it or not, Steve.
If you want some intelligence, I'll give it to you. But if you want some
you can't. Okay. Whoa. Let's go. Tommy, we like some intelligence. Everybody sit up.
Okay, I'm sitting up.
Did you just walk off?
But why did he walk off?
Did he just leave?
Zoom.
Did he just leave?
Did you just walk off?
Because he
man.
knows. He knows, okay?
All right, let me give it to you. Today's prank is
Did he do it?
No.
No.
That's what I thought.
New landlord is the prank. New landlord. Let's go. God diggity.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Marcus. Yes, this is he. Who's this? My name is Jason. How you doing? Hey, what's happening? Listen, I'm trying to figure out if you guys are going to be out of the house by Sunday. Being out the house? What the hell you mean out of the house? Let me get clarification. Are you guys at West Jennings? Yeah. Okay. Are you guys haven't started packing up or anything like that? Dude, who are you? Okay. Are you? How the hell did you get my number? I got it from Mr. Vernon. Are you familiar with Mr. Vernon? Yeah, that's my landlord. Okay. Mr. hasn't made contact with you, Marcus? No, I hadn't talked to Mr. since I last gave him my payment. Wow. And who are you again? My name is Jason. I actually who are you to Mr. Well, I actually bought the property from Mr. 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago? Yeah, I actually own the house now. It was my assumption that you and Mr. had already talked. No, because I made my last payment less than 6 weeks ago. And you own this house? I actually own the house. I'm renting it from Mr. I'm sorry? I'm renting this from Mr. I gave him my payment less than 6 weeks ago. So you're saying he got my money and you own the house? Man, what's up with that? Well, yeah, I actually do. I guess, he actually told me that you guys would have been out by now, and like I said, I'm looking for everybody to be out by Sunday. Are you guys going to be able to get out of there by Sunday? Hold on. First of all, I still got 2 more years on my lease at this house. You telling me you want me out by Sunday? Well, Saturday if you could actually do it. Dude, come on. You want me out of here on Sunday? Well, sir, damn mind. I actually have some tenants that are going to be moving in on Monday. What I'm trying to do is actually get in there, get you guys out, get the place cleaned up so the tenants can move in and actually start unpacking all their things. They're wanting to move in on Monday. Hey, listen here, man. Me and my family, we ain't moving no where, all right? I don't know what the hell you got to do, who the hell you got to talk to, but you better go and fix that because I wish would come over here and try to tell me I got to get the hell up out this house. Okay, sir, are you understanding exactly what I'm telling you? I'm the owner of this house now? I don't give a I gave my money to Mr. Vernon. You better call him, call somebody, take it to fix this. We ain't moving no place.
place.
Sir, I'm going to need you out.
Moving nowhere.
Did you understand what I'm saying? I need you out by Sunday, sir. Now, this is my house, and you're actually arguing with me about my property.
You ain't listening to me, man. You ain't listening to me. We ain't moving. I still got 2 more years on my lease. Dude, my last payment, I paid that 2 months in advance, man. I ain't moving no damn way.
Let me get you to understand something. It was Mr. responsibility to let you know what I own the home.
Come on, dog. You tripping. Don't come at me with this about. Bring your over here if you want to. All right?
Sir, I will be there on Sunday. Now, if you're not moving out, I'll have to move you.
I ain't moving nowhere.
Sir,
bring your over here if you want to.
I'm not going to sit and go back and forth with you. I want you out of my house by Sunday.
I ain't moving no. Bring your monkey over here right now. We can start this right now.
I need you out of my... I ain't moving no...
You hear me? I ain't saying it no more.
You're arguing with me about my property, sir. Are you listening?
I'm paying for this. I'm paying on this right now. I ain't moving no where. You hear me? Me and my family, my kids, we gonna stay right here for another 2 years so I can get them a better place. All right, you hear me?
Sir, I got tenants that will be pulling up Monday to stay.
Bring whoever want to bring. I got something waiting on y'all. Come on in. I ain't received no notice. I ain't got no phone call from nobody else. I'm listening to you talking to Mr. be calling me. He the one who got my money.
Mr. is out of the picture now.
No kind of phone call, no email, no text message, no what the
Mr. out of the picture. I own the property now.
Me and my family, we're going to be here for another 2 years. You hear me?
You're not going to be there another 2 years.
I get them into a better place.
You're going to be out of there.
You're moving me and my family about this damn dog. Bring your over here if you want to.
Are you listening to me? You're going to be out by Sunday, even if I have to come in and
I ain't trying to hear. You got to take care of that on your own. But you ain't moving me and my family out this house.
Are you listening to me, sir?
What you got to say? You saying something different now?
I'm telling you, if you're not out by Sunday, then I'm coming to move your stuff out by Sunday.
You ain't moving. Bring your over here if you want to. I wish it would. Hey, you.
Excuse me?
You.
I got something else I need to tell you. Are you listening? Are you listening to me?
What? Say something.
I want to tell you this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Malik, your son, got me to prank phone call you.
Come on, man. Are you playing? Are you serious? Come on, dog. y'all on that other stuff, man. I'm gonna kick that little man. Yeah, y'all got me, dog.
Oh man, I got you, man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm gonna let my blood pressure calm down.
He told me y'all listen to the show on the way to dropping the kids off at school in the morning.
Every morning, dog.
Oh man. All I know was you wasn't getting out that house come Sunday, was you?
Dude, hell no. We ain't moving nowhere.
Oh man.
I'm already trying to save up, trying to get them a better spot.
Hey man, keep pushing, brother. I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
You already know. The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on now.
That dude right there, man. Dog. I ain't moving nowhere.
Right.
Man. You know, like he said at the end, I'm already saving up, man, trying to get him a better spot.
Yeah.
You know, this man hard working. You had him there talking about, and he done paid his rent too. No.
Right.
It was Sunday. No, dog.
You got my money?
Dog. I wish a blankety blank would.
That's my line.
Come over here. I tell you what. Bring your blankety blank over here. I got something for you. Come on.
Matter of fact, blank you. What? Blank you.
Man, this dude right here.
Yeah, you pushed him, Tommy. You pushed him.
All
right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, the Strawberry Letter. The subject, he needs some friends. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, or more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Never know, it could be yours.
It could be. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he needs some friends. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I are in our late 40s and we've been married for 20 years. We have one son that was active in sports and he worked with my husband, helping to build his trucking business. Our son is 19 years old and he recently left the nest and moved about 2 hours from us to be closer to school. He decided to change his major and transfer to a better school for his degree program, and I was ecstatic. My husband tried to make him stay closer to home, and I had to talk some sense into him so our son could pursue his dreams. As soon as my son moved into his new place in his new city, my husband went into a depressed mood, and I did my best to keep him company and entertain him as much as I could. I realized that my husband does not have real friends. He has guys that work with him and my son. He stopped talking to his buddies while he was getting his business going, so they eventually stopped coming around. All he did was go to our son's games, go out to eat with our son, work with our son, and watch movies with our son. It's hard for my husband to sit home and relax without trying to FaceTime our son. My son sent me a text telling me that he was moving in with his girlfriend and he's hoping his dad will reconnect with his friends so he won't call him so much. I didn't tell my husband about the text because I didn't want to crush him. Yesterday, he said that we should go visit my son for Easter, and I made up a lot of excuses why we shouldn't. The only thing that keeps him occupied is sex, but I'm not going to keep doing that all the time, so he needs his friends. Should I plan a play date for him? How do I get him out of this house more? You're certainly right about one thing, and that's the subject of your letter. The subject is he needs some friends, and your husband really, really does need some friends. I mean, I'm happy that your husband and son are really, really close, but this is way too much. I mean, your son moved away to live his life and follow his dreams, and you've been an excellent wife who's tried to fill in the blanks of the void in your husband's feeling, but no matter what you do, that isn't enough. And you and your son obviously can't go on like this because your son has a real girlfriend now and he won't be coming back or having you guys over anytime soon. I mean, notice, your son didn't invite you guys over for Easter. Your husband said you're going. I say instead of planning a date, because you asked about planning a play date for your husband, plan a party, plan a dinner, invite some of his old friends that he used to work with and some of his old buddies. I mean, he has some from the past. Maybe invite them over, see if they'll come. You got to find out what they're doing. Invite some other couples over. Try to connect. Try to, get some parties going, a dinner going, something, so it could distract him from being so needy where your son is. I've really never heard of this before, a father being so attached to his son that he won't let go like this. I mean, all kids leave the nest eventually, but if you have a dinner party or a house party or something, maybe that way you can slowly get your husband to start hanging out with his guy friends, or some people his age at least. And that's all I have, Steve.
Well, he needs some friends. See, this letter right here, I don't have to write a lot of notes on this. I know all of this right here. Mm-hmm. Y'all in your late 40s, been married 20 years. You only got one son, active in sports, and he worked with your husband. See, I'm setting this up because I want you to understand what's happening. Helping to build his trucking business. Okay, our son is 19 years old and he recently left the nest and moved about 2 hours from us to be closer to school. He decided to change his major and transfer to a better school for his degree program, and I was ecstatic. Well, let me help you understand something. Your son escaped. See, yes. Your son escaped. That's really what happened. Your boy at 19 decided he wasn't going to be no damn truck driver. I don't want to drive no damn truck. I don't want to pick up no load. I don't want to be sitting there at the dispatch desk monitoring loads and all this here. This ain't what I want, Daddy. So now I'm going 2 hours away. I'm going to move closer, and I'm going to change major. I'm going to go to a whole nother damn school. I'm trying to escape. My husband tried to make him stay closer to home, and I had to talk some sense into him so our son could pursue his dreams. Okay, I understand that too, but you gotta let this boy go. He don't want to be in the trucking business. Want to drive no damn truck? Sitting up here hauling stuff.
So over it.
This your dream, Daddy. As soon as my son moved into his new place in the new city, my husband went into a depressed mood, and I did my best to keep him company and entertainment as much as I could. I realized that my husband does not have any real friends. Well, your husband's whole life was tied to his son. Sporting events, active, and all like that. It gave him purpose. It's like when you leave a mama. But the problem we have, and Shirley, you never heard of this, you've all heard of mama's boy, but this is a daddy's boy. But it's the reverse of mama's boy. Mama boys is a boy that's attached to their mama and attached by the apron strings and umbilical cord and can't get him loose, and he can't have a relationship with a woman because his relationship with his mama too damn close. Well, a daddy's boy is the direct opposite. It's a father tied to his son, and he can't function without the son. The son then decided, I'm not driving no damn truck.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on.
I'm moving
we'll
out.
Have part two. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject of today's Strawberry Letter, he needs some friends. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is he needs some friends.
Well, let's look at this. This is this woman and husband have been married for 20 years, only got one boy. The man's whole life was wrapped around his son, sporting events, everything, and his dream and vision was have his son involved in the trucking business. They were building a business together. As soon as this boy got 19 and was able to make a damn decision, vote and go to war, he decided that he gonna move about 2 hours away from y'all because he tired of this here. Because he don't want to be in the damn trucking business. Your boy don't want to drive trucks. He got a new dream and a new vision. Got another degree program. The mother was ecstatic. Your husband tried to make him stay and talk some sense into him so his son could pursue his dream. Well, when the son moved into his new place in the new city, your husband went into a depression, and I kept trying to keep him company and entertain him best you could. And then you realize that your husband don't have real friends. What you should have realized that your husband is a daddy's boy. See, a daddy's boy. See, you got a mama's boy, but you got daddy's boy too. That's when the father's attached to the son. He had his whole life wrapped around the boy. He was living vicariously through the son.
That's really a thing, Steve?
No, I just made that up just now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, is that really a thing? Because I've never heard of it. Okay.
Well, it's very, very rare. Mm-hmm. It's very rare, but it is the direct opposite of a mama's boy. Mm-hmm. But a daddy's boy, there are men who are attached and live vicariously through their sons, go to all sporting events and all like this in their whole life. And then a lot of sons move out and get on their own and their dad become depressed. That's really real. I don't know if it's called a daddy's boy, but that's what we calling it for this letter. But I know a couple of friends of mine that live their life like that. Sons really involved in athletics, went on to college and everything. He didn't go pro. And that knocked their ass out because that's all he was had his whole. That was his retirement plan.
All right.
So anyway,
thank you.
So now, while he was building the business with his son, he was getting his business going. Then all his friends stopped coming around because he was busy. All he did was go to your son's games, go to eat with your son, work out with your son, watch movies with our son. It's hard for my husband to sit home and relax without trying to FaceTime our son who lives away. Now, here's the dangerous part. Watch this. My son sent me a text telling me that he was moving in with his girlfriend, and he's hoping his dad will reconnect with his friends so he won't call him so much. Okay, let me tell you what's happening here. That boy done moved in with this girl. That daddy always FaceTime. Daddy gonna FaceTime at some inappropriate moments. Because this boy 19. They in that house like rabbits. Most of the time, they gonna be doing something. And your daddy gonna be FaceTiming, and the boy can't pick the phone. Daddy, huh?
No.
Daddy, hold on. Wait a minute, Daddy. Wait a minute.
No.
So now he done told his mama, you got to talk to Daddy, get him reconnected so he ain't got to call me no more. Now, you didn't want to tell your husband about the text because you didn't want to crush you.
Crush him, yeah.
But he a grown-ass man.
He
You gotta go,
doesn't
hey,
act
look,
like it.
you calling him too much. He wanna live his life. He done moved his girl in now. He in love with this girl. Now, yesterday he said he wanna go visit his son for Easter.
What?
Your son ain't got no babies. You ain't going to see your grandkids. Your son 19. He ain't even gonna come home for Easter. Him and that girl, let me tell you what they finna do on Easter. She finna dress up like a bunny rabbit, and he finna hide eggs all over the house, and they gonna have an Easter egg hunt. And every time she pick up an egg, he gonna reward her with this special made bunny suit. See, that's what they finna do on Easter. They ain't even gonna eat on Easter.
They have the Easter egg hunt.
Go.
They just gonna have a basket with candy in it. They gonna be feeding each other. Boy, he finna have the best Easter he ever had without your ass, Daddy.
Daddy's boy.
Yeah. And then she gonna tell me, so you made up a lot of excuses why we shouldn't go, and the only thing that keeps him occupied is sex. But I'm not gonna keep doing that all the time. So he needs his friends. Should I plan a play date for him? How do I get him out of the house more? You have to plan a play date.
Yeah.
You gotta contact his friends and go, hey, look, Herbert, he ain't been paying y'all no attention because he really misses y'all and want to get out the house. Now, we need a barbecue. We need a card night, poker. We need a boys' night out. I don't give a damn when do y'all go to the strip club, but you got to get Herbert out of this house and get his mind occupied.
That's right.
He needs some friends. You got to call his friends and get in touch with them. Tell them that he's depressed and he need to get out the house. And let him go ahead. You got to go bowling. So go bowling night, man. Go get you in a go to the gym and work out with your friend. Yeah. Go what?
Go to a game, a basketball game.
No, then he gonna start crying, Shirley, because he used to go with all his games with his son. Let me do this, Shirley. You finna throw the man into a damn depression. Shirley, stop. You finna. They don't live in the NBA city. This ain't from no NBA city town.
It did not say that.
They live in Willowine, Virginia, somewhere like that. This ain't
They don't.
Say nobody. Nobody writing in from Atlanta or New York or nothing like this. This ain't no New York problem. This is a small town problem where a man got his life wrapped around his son. This is a small town problem.
All right, Steve.
Know that.
Hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM to comment on today's Strawberry Letter. You can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up next, we have sports with Junior, and that's right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now. You know what time it is. Sports talk with Junior. Junior, what you got?
Okay, Shirley, a little sad this morning. Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State quarterback who was drafted by the Washington Commanders, has passed away on Saturday. He was hit by a dump truck while trying to cross Interstate 595 in South Florida. Now, he was number 15th overall in the 2019 draft from Ohio State University. And then he later signed after 2 years with Washington. He signed with Pittsburgh Steelers, where he was training in South Florida for the upcoming season, and he was training with some other quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers, and he was 24 years old.
That's sad, man. It's a Cleveland boy. He quarterbacked for Ohio State.
Yeah.
He got drafted by the Redskins, I believe. Mm-hmm. He went to Glenville High School, same high school I went to. He was coached by the great Teddy Ginn Sr. From Glenville High School, famous coach that just sent all them boys to the pros. Sad occasion, man. Sad.
It is, man. It really is, man. Well, man, what did you think about Tiger playing in the Masters this weekend?
It was great, man, to see him out there, man. I'm glad I didn't bet that $1,000 on him that I started to. I would have made a lot of money if I did. I started to, I just forgot. I was just going to put $1,000 on him because the odds of him winning, I was going to be nice.
You going to be good?
Yeah, but I'd be even more depressed. It was good to see him out there. Saturday wasn't a good day for him, but he played. And for him to even play
he did.
Was a miracle within itself, man. That dude has a special capacity. Hey, dog, do you see when he on the golf course?
Man.
Dog, they be 12 deep lined up. Now, I notice when they line up when he's teeing the ball off, people be lined up, man, 100 yards down there watching him. I'm telling you right now, if I'm in a Pro-Am tournament, y'all got to get out the way.
I'm hitting somebody.
Yeah, because one of these balls, I'm going to shank one of these drives. I'm talking about dead off into your face. I'm talking about, dog. I'm talking, it's liable to ricochet and hit 3-4 people.
I ain't mad at you, man. Let me tell you this, though. This you find out. Okay, you remember when Tiger Woods won all 4 of the majors? The iron set that he used to win the 4 majors sold for $5 million.
Really?
Do you even use these? Would you buy a set of clubs from Tiger Woods $5 million?
Do you know what I'm finna do with $5 million? I don't buy no damn clubs with it. $5 million, man. I got a new ranch, house, lake, ATVs.
But it's not going to improve your golf game if you couldn't play in the first place.
No. Dog, I bought a new set of Taylor clubs for a friend of mine and ain't gave them to him yet. I'm going to go down there and tell them were Tiger clubs.
All right. Coming up at the top of the hour, a church in Illinois has been fasting for Lent. They're fasting from whiteness. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, as Lent comes to a close this week, an Oak Park, Chicago church that is led by a white pastor, no less, is trending because the church announced that it's been fasting from whiteness. Okay. The church's First United Church of Oak Park notified church members in March that they would fast from whiteness by not performing songs or hymns written or composed by white people during Lent. In this fast from whiteness, of course, I cannot change the color of my skin or the way that allows me to move through the world, but I can change what I listen to and whose voice I prioritize. So that is kind of the plan for our worship services through Lent, said Pastor John Edgerton. The church is affiliated with 2 denominations, the Presbyterian Church and the United Church of Christ. The church also has a sign in the yard that reads, "Fasting from Whiteness." After news broke that the church was fasting from whiteness, the church released a statement that read, "Our intent was to lay aside our usual frames of reference and open ourselves to hearing the gospel message through the voice of Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color." The press release also stated that worship services in Lent have been diverse and beautiful. So there you have it. Okay, they fasted
that ain't nothing.
from whiteness.
What, how do you know how this news? All they
Well,
do, they can go to my church. They can go to church I grew up in right now. They've been fasting for whiteness since 64. 1964. That church been fasting against whiteness. We ain't sung a white song. We ain't got a white hymn book. All our songs is black and original hits.
Well, this is new for the First United Church of Oak Park, and they have a white pastor, so it's new for them.
It's a good step. It's a good step.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I bet your service a lot longer.
It's a good step for what? What is y'all talking about?
Yeah. They in there now. They fast from white. They in there.
I don't know. I don't even know what y'all talking about. This is beyond.
What do you mean?
Huh? This is beyond my realm of thinking. You got a church, and you gonna fast from whiteness. What is y'all in there singing?
Oh God, it's an awesome God. He reigns.
They singing "This Little Light of Mine" now. They singing that.
Yeah, that's what they're singing now.
They singing that.
I'm climbing up.
Come on
now. Yeah, now.
On the rough side of the mountain.
Oh my mule.
Every day.
Hey, you know, Rev Motown, and Deacon Def Jam they should all do the service.
Man, I'm sitting here going, what? Give me the church music. Come on, Def Jam.
I'm right here, Pastor, right here.
We gavel this morning.
Yes, we do.
Oh, for Lent.
For Lent, yeah.
To mitigate, annihilate, and separate all whiteness from our service.
Keep it black, Pastor. Keep it black.
We all gonna keep it black.
That's right.
Keep it black.
Yeah.
The deacon board.
Yes.
All black. The usher board, deacon.
Yeah. It's black.
The nurses guild.
Yes.
They gonna be black.
The people that watch the babies doing service, deacon.
They black up. Yes.
The people out in the parking lot that watch the cars keep from getting stole, deacon.
Jet black.
The people that gonna count the money after the service, who is the deacon?
Light skin black.
Light skin black, but black dope.
Black.
The people across the street that's got the store open after church let out that sell the hot dogs and rib sandwiches. Who is they, deacon?
Black with attitude.
Have no idea. Hold it up a little bit higher.
We'll have
please.
more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, when we went to break, we were talking about a church in Oak Park, Chicago, that had fasted from Whiteness for the Lenten season, and they're just about to wrap it up. And they say worship services in Lent have been diverse and beautiful. But Pastor Motown and Deacon Def Jam are here.
We are taking this Lent thing another step further.
Tell them what we doing, Pastor.
We are having a complete and total whiteout of all our services and surrounding auxiliary functions. We've talked about a number of things that we not having white no more.
That's right.
The gloves that the usher board is going to wear, we are dyeing them dark brown.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Black.
All that right there. Any body on the sick and shut-in list.
They all them is black, Pastor.
We ain't visiting no more white folks that's sick and shut in.
No, ain't not on our list.
We're doing it for Lent now.
That's right.
Yeah. Matter of fact, all the lint in our pockets, if you pull it out, that better not be white no more.
No, that's black lint.
We're only
That's
doing colored lint.
Yeah, colored lint.
All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 33 minutes after.
Anybody testify? All black.
Right. We'll be black when we come back. We'll be black when we come back.
Yes, we will. Stay black.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather laugh inappropriately during sex or laugh inappropriately during arguments? Which one is better for you?
Probably doing
Inappropriately
sex.
during sex.
You laugh during that argument, you're going to really stretch that out some months.
I don't ever recall laughing during sex. I never had a funny moment ever.
You laughed in an argument?
No, but I'm trying to figure out, I'm going back in my review board in my mind, trying to figure out where during sex have I even chuckled.
I've probably been laughed at, probably. But,
Wow.
Yeah, can't go with you on that one, nephew. I've never been laughed at. Oh. Well, I've done some things during sex that's laughable, but that's an off-air conversation. Go ahead, Shirley. Next one.
All right. Oh, who put this in there? Would you rather eat Easter dinner at Shirley's house or get a number one?
B.
Wow. In there.
You didn't even.
B.
we don't even know what B is.
Right.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Shirley. What is it?
Get a number one for McDonald's for Easter dinner.
Oh, hell yeah. Number one. Hell yeah. I don't even know what number one is. Number one is a what? It's a Big Mac. Hey, I ain't had Big Mac in years.
Big Mac, number one.
I ain't had a Big Mac in years.
$7.12
I
right
hate all of you right now.
You know, man, today is a cheat day for me.
You going to
And,
You want me to cook?
No, cheat day, not a death wish. Cheat day. Not the last. This is a cheat day, Shirley. Not the Last Supper. This is just a cheat day.
You're funny.
Yeah. All
right.
Hell.
Moving on. Would you rather drink a pint of your mate's bathwater, or would you rather sync your phone with your mate's phone?
I'm drinking. I'm drinking that water on ice.
Yeah, I'm drinking that bath water. You can heat it. You can make it a tea or put it on ice. I drink it at room temperature. I drink a whole tub of bath water before we do that.
Sync the phone.
Before you sync your phone up with your mate's phone? Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
I get an IV. You can run it straight through me.
The bath water?
The bath water, yeah.
All right, last one. Last one, guys. Would you rather shave your dry head with a disposable razor, or would you rather wear a turban like Nick Cannon for a whole month? Shave your dry head with a disposable razor, or wear it.
You back?
Yeah, wear.
I'm not finna do nothing Nick Cannon been doing.
What you making, baby?
All right, that's it for Would You Rather today. Coming up, it is our last break of the day, and at 49 minutes after the hour, we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Monday. Wow, we've learned a lot today. Jussie Smollett has a new song out. Spoken word with a gospel choir behind him.
If you missed it, we're going to replay that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, there's a church in Oak Park, Chicago, that during this Lent season, they have decided to fast from whiteness. Okay, the pastor's white, so they're going to sing any hymns from white composers or songwriters or anything. They like the diversity. They said it was beautiful. They let, other races do the service for Lent.
Oh, so they back to white now. They headed back to white.
Right.
Isn't that always how it is? Isn't that always how it is, nephew?
Yeah.
Well, we at the Jackpot joint of Jerusalem.
Of Jerusalem.
We have joined in with the Lent proceedings of this church with the minister who is white.
Yes, he's white.
So in order to support his church, we at the Jackpot joint are going to make sure that we're having a complete and total whiteout during Lent.
That's right. That's right.
If you've missed it, some of the things that we're doing here, we're removing all white gloves from the usher bowl.
No more white gloves.
That's one.
Check.
We are not having any white folks in the parking lot.
No white.
That's another.
Okay.
And we're going to add on a few more. No more!
What?
White embroidery on any of the choir robes.
No more white embroidery. We're going to cut that
All
out.
that's coming out.
Fasting from whiteness. Okay.
Okay.
We gonna paint the bottom of the baptismal pool. That's gonna be black. Make it look like deep water. Yes, sir. No more white kids is allowed to come to Sunday school. Learn it on your own.
Yeah, how they
All
gonna
right.
learn? Yeah.
Figure it out.
Put that
Figure
with the
Jesus
other
out.
lies that's been told. We are going to take all church fans
Yeah.
and get a brown magic marker
Yeah.
and color in any pictures of Jesus. We're going to stop that lie.
All right. Paint it, Pastor. Paint it.
We're joining in with the whiteout for Lent at the white church. And since the minister at the white church is white, we're putting him out and replacing him with tapes of T.D. Jakes.
Yes.
Be careful what you wish for, huh?
Yeah,
Get
you
ready,
out
get
for
ready,
sure
get ready.
now. We We
White it out, Pastor. White it
are
out.
having from now on at the car wash for the building fund on Saturday.
Yeah.
We're no longer using any white rags or sponges on the cars.
Black chamois. Black chamois. Pastor.
Black
That's
chamois. That's what we're going to do. Also, for the baked goods in the bake sale for the building fund, we ain't no more white flour.
Yeah.
Oh.
What they gonna bake with?
Brown flour, almond flour, do something.
There will be no more white lights in the church. We will all have black lights, black glowing, dark lights.
No more white lights.
Thank you. Thank you, Pap.
All the lights gonna have to be yellow, blue, black, red, green.
It's a disco.
All that. We not having that. No more white to-go plates at the dinner. Don't come in here.
Most of them is white, though. I don't know what you're going to replace that with.
Styrofoam. What you
Yeah,
gonna
the
do?
styrofoam. We have no.
All and doing the Easter for this Easter.
You would laugh at yourself.
All eggs must be dyed. Don't hide no more white eggs.
Protocol.
We're doing a whiteout for Lent. Also, all these white walls in here. Let's go.
All the white
We
walls.
gotta paint.
Paint them up. These white walls out of here. We are looking at all
Pastor.
also all weddings. All weddings from now on have here at the church. You know you ain't all that no way, but there ain't no more white gowns.
No more white.
You know you ain't really white gown. People know how. Go ahead, Deacon. Yeah.
Don't nobody show up with no white teeth until this is over with.
No.
Ain't no more grinning. Ain't no more grinning doing Lent. White teeth is out.
What?
And last but not least, no more pickups for the elderly, the sick, or disabled in the white church van.
You gotta paint it.
Paint
You
it,
gonna paint?
wrap it, do something. That's what we're doing for Lent. That's the jackpot. Join Jerusalem. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, talk to God. He would love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.